Hey, coin collectors and curious viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that could be hiding in your change right now, the 1989 1-cent coin, or penny. You might think it's just another typical penny, but here's the shocking truth: this penny could be worth an eye-popping $27 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, stick with me, and I'll tell you exactly how this 1-cent coin became so valuable. You won't believe the story behind it. The 1989 1-cent coin, or penny, is a regular piece of U.S. currency that many of us have come across in our pockets or change jars. On the obverse, it features the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while on the reverse, we see the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design that's been on U.S. pennies since 1959. Like most pennies, the 1989 version was made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. These coins are relatively common, and millions of them were minted that year in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The face value is, of course, just 1 cent. That's how it is for most pennies, right? But here's the catch: while most of these coins are just worth their 1-cent value, there's a small group of 1989 pennies that are worth much more, and when I say much more, I mean up to $27 million. You're probably wondering, what makes these pennies so special? Well, that's what we're going to explore today. So, what makes the 1989 1-cent coin worth $27 million? It all comes down to a rare and unique error that occurred during the minting process. Some of these 1989 pennies were struck with a significant mistake, an error that makes them highly valuable and incredibly rare. Here's the story. In 1989, a limited number of pennies were struck with what's known as a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice in the same minting process, with the second strike occurring slightly out of alignment. The result? A doubled image on the coin. For the 1989 penny, this means that the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait, his nose, chin, and the lettering around the coin, are doubled, creating a blurry and offset design. This doubling effect makes the coin unique, and these error pennies are often in high demand among collectors who are looking for rare, misstruck coins. The mistake might seem small, but it dramatically increases the value of the penny from a mere cent to millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about why this specific 1989 penny is worth an astronomical amount, $27 million. The value of error coins can fluctuate, but in the case of the 1989 double die penny, its worth is largely determined by its rarity and condition. The number of 1989 double die error pennies in existence is incredibly small, a factor that drives up its value exponentially. Coins like this one are not only rare but also incredibly coveted in the coin collecting community. When a coin is struck with an error as distinctive as a double die, it becomes a highly sought-after collector's item. The rarity, combined with the historical significance of the 1989 date, makes it a prime candidate for high-end auctions. So, what makes this coin go for such a jaw-dropping amount? Well, coins with this type of error are often auctioned off for millions of dollars, depending on their condition and the demand at the time. The 1989 double die penny has sold for prices ranging from several $100,000 to over $27 million. This price tag may seem outlandish, but in the world of coin collecting, it's not entirely unprecedented. Alright, now let's get into how you can identify if you have a 1989 double die penny. The first thing you want to do is closely inspect the details of the coin, particularly the image of Abraham Lincoln. If you notice that his facial features, such as his nose, lips, and the edges of his hair, appear to be doubled, then you might be holding onto a double die error penny. The doubling is often easiest to see on the lettering and the date. Look closely at the year 1989, you should see that the numbers appear faintly twice, one on top of the other. The letters in E pluribus unum and liberty may also show the doubling effect. A good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe will help you spot these tiny but important details. Another way to check for a potential error is by weighing the coin. While the standard weight of a 1989 penny is about 2.5 grams, an error coin might have slight variations in weight due to the unique strike. It's a good idea to use a precise scale for this purpose. So, you found what you think could be a double-die 1989 penny. What's next? Well, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional. This is a crucial part of the process because the value of your coin largely depends on its condition and authenticity. A grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, will evaluate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are worth far more than those that are worn or damaged. Once the coin is graded, it's usually sealed in a protective slab to preserve its condition. This grading certificate will give you a more accurate idea of its value, and it will also provide you with proof of the coin's authenticity, something that is extremely important when dealing with high-value error coins. Now, let me share some tips if you're just starting out in coin collecting and want to learn more about rare coins like the 1989 double-die penny. First, always check your change. You never know when you might come across a rare coin, so don't overlook those pennies. Second, educate yourself about common minting errors and keep up with the latest in the coin collecting community. Joining a local coin club or online forums can also help you connect with other collectors and learn more about rare coins. So, while finding a 1989 double-die penny worth $27 million is definitely a long shot, it's always worth keeping your eyes peeled when going through your change. Who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating coin stories. Keep checking your change, and maybe one day, you'll find your own $1 million penny. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you think all pennies are just 1-cent coins, think again. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 2006 1-cent coin, also known as the penny, and uncover something truly remarkable. This humble coin could actually be worth a staggering $29 million. Yes, you heard that right, $29 million for a penny. But how? Stick around as we explore the history, value, and rare mistakes that make this coin worth so much. Let's get started. Let's start by talking about the 2006 1-cent coin, or penny. As most of us know, the penny is one of the most common coins in the United States, and 2006 was no exception. In fact, over 10 billion pennies were minted that year across both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The 2006 penny featured the Union Shield on the reverse side, a design that was introduced in 2010 but was first introduced as a concept in 2006 as part of a new initiative to modernize the design of U.S. coins. On the obverse, we still see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has been a staple on the penny since 1909. Now, while this is the typical penny you're probably familiar with, it's not the one we're talking about today. The coin we're discussing is one that has a rare error, and this is where things get interesting. Because a specific error from 2006 could make your penny worth millions. But first, let's understand how this could happen. Throughout the years, the U.S. Mint has produced coins with all kinds of errors, ranging from slight misprints to major flaws. And while most errors might seem insignificant, some are so rare and unique that they can make a coin worth a lot more than its face value. The 2006 penny is no exception. One of the rarest errors associated with the 2006 penny is what's called a die break or cud. A die break occurs when a part of the die used to strike the coins breaks off, creating a raised, irregular area on the coin. When this happens, the coin that is struck by the damaged die will have a noticeable flaw, and in this case, it can add significant value. This die break can cause a portion of the coin's design to appear distorted, and in some cases, a raised bump or lump appears along the coin's edge. It's these types of errors that coin collectors hunt for, and when you find one of these rare errors, the value of your coin can increase exponentially. So, what's the big deal with the 2006 penny that has this cut error? The value of these coins can be astounding. A regular 2006 penny is worth, of course, just 1 cent. But when you have a cut error, it can increase the value by thousands, sometimes even millions of dollars, depending on the rarity and condition of the coin. Some of these 2006 cut error pennies have sold for as much as $29 million at auction. That's right, a coin worth just 1 cent could, under the right circumstances, become a multi-million-dollar treasure. So how does this happen? It all comes down to rarity and the high demand among coin collectors for such unique errors. The cut error pennies from 2006 are incredibly rare, and the value grows depending on the severity of the error. If the cut error is large, or if it's located in a prominent part of the design, like Lincoln's face or the edge of the coin, it becomes an even more valuable piece of numismatic history. Okay, so you think you might have found a 2006 penny with a cut error? How can you tell? Let's break it down. The first thing you want to do is carefully inspect the coin, especially along the edges. A cut error appears as a raised bump or lump of metal, usually at the rim of the coin. Look closely at the top or bottom edge of the penny, especially near the design. If you see a raised area where the design seems to be missing or distorted, you're likely dealing with a cut error. The cut will often be visible as a jagged or smooth lump of metal extending off the rim of the coin, and it might be more pronounced in some cases. You'll also want to check the obverse and reverse of the coin carefully. The cut error usually affects the design, and you may notice some portions of the design are missing or smoothed out, with a raised, irregular area at the rim of the coin. If you think you have a 2006 cut error penny, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This is essential because the value of error coins is determined by their authenticity, condition, and the severity of the error. Services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are trusted names in the world of coin grading. They'll carefully examine your penny and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Once your coin is graded and authenticated, it's typically sealed in a protective slab. This slab not only keeps the coin safe from damage but also serves as proof of the coin's authenticity and value. A properly graded and slabbed 2006 cut error penny can be worth far more than a regular penny, sometimes even millions, depending on the rarity and condition. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare errors like the 2006 cut penny, and they're often willing to pay top dollar to add them to their collections. Auctions are one of the main ways these coins are sold, and sometimes the bids can skyrocket to astronomical levels. Rare error coins, especially those from well-known years like 2006, have been known to break records at auctions. At the right auction, your 2006 cut error penny could attract attention from serious collectors and could fetch a price in the millions. So, if you're lucky enough to find one, you could be in for a significant payout. So, there you have it, a simple penny from 2006 could be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. If you find one with a cut error, you could be holding a coin worth millions. Just remember, it's all about the rarity and condition of the error, and getting it authenticated is key to realizing its full value. Thanks for tuning in to today's coin adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting episode. Keep searching your change, you never know when you'll find the next big money coin. See you in the next video.